My name's Rebecca Tinder, and prior to coming to Bowles-Rice, I worked at the State Department of Education. I was the general counsel for the State Board and the State Department of Education, and I worked there for a number of years. And while there, I had the pleasure of getting to know attorneys all over the state who worked in the area of education law. And it didn't take long to figure out that Bowles-Rice had the best education law team in the state. They would be proficient in all areas. They were the go-to people. Every time we had a question at the state, we would call Bowles-Rice and their education law team. It was fabulous. And then what made it even better was I was recruited by the education law group to come and work at Bowles-Rice, and I was thrilled to accept that invitation. So when I got here, I learned quickly that what I was doing at the state was a little bit different than what was going on here at Bowles-Rice. At Bowles-Rice, they have the perspective of what's in the best interest of the students from the board's perspective, from the county board, who is charged with the educational services for each county school system. So my perspective at the state was the policy level, the state perspective, and trying to push things down from the top. But being counsel for the boards of education, I learned that there was a lot more going on than what was happening at the state level in terms of educating the students and meeting the needs and the laws of the state of West Virginia. So the area of education law is so wide and varied. It deals not only with students, like special education and student discipline and expulsions and the issues that they're having, but it also deals with personnel, with teachers, service personnel, cooks, bus operators, etc., and all of the issues that those might entail. We also deal with constitutional issues that come up. There could be First Amendment issues, free speech, with students getting in trouble with texting and saying things inappropriately, as well as employees dealing with those free speech rights. Their rights as individuals, obviously, are not left at the door of the school building, and they continue with them, and so we deal with those issues. The constitutional issues might also involve search and seizure. When there's an issue going on in the schools, complaint of drugs or things like that, and issues related to searching lockers or materials that the students are carrying in, and sometimes backpacks and purses and pockets of students, etc. And so we have to deal with those issues. Those search and seizure issues might go into the teacher's realm or the service personnel realm as well, if there are allegations that they in fact have illegal property on the school grounds. In addition to those types of issues, we also deal with transfers of personnel and terminations of personnel, either dealing with reductions in force or dealing with misconduct that has to be investigated, and we assist in those investigations, and we prosecute those claims and deal with administrative as well as circuit court hearings, and sometimes all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary. In addition to those areas, we do policy review and revisions. We help them with contract review and revisions and writing contracts. We also do trainings, and that's one of the signature areas that Bowles-Rice has, and the Education Law Group performs those signature series training sessions for administrative personnel around the state come actually to Bowles-Rice and participate in trainings right in our offices. And we do trainings on various areas of the law, dealing with issues that they deal with every day. The administrators, it seems like, have to be trained as lawyers in order to do their jobs to educate the students in a safe environment in the school system. Not only do we do trainings here, but we go out to the counties as well. And we go around the state doing trainings for back to school, such as their student code of conduct policy, their employee code of conduct policy, and various issues that have arisen in the past year that might be of interest to them, including misconduct issues and things like that, dealing with misconduct, dealing with special needs students, or various issues that come up during the year. Also, if the legislature meets, as it is routine to do, and changes the education laws, we also provide updates to our education clients about the changes of the law, etc. And so having those trainings right there in their setting, in a comfortable place for them, is conducive to them getting the message and talking about it in an informal way and learning the areas that they need to learn in order to do their jobs. And so training is a wonderful aspect here at Bowles Rice.